Now if you want to go up and around, you can quit. You can stay here.
Yep. It's probably good, thank you. Okay. Hi everybody, I hope you guys are all doing well. I am doing pretty well. As far as the title of the video, you could guess that I went somewhere and you would be correct. I don't know what my hands are doing, but yeah, I ended up doing a little road trip down to Arizona. My brother was graduating, so it was all very exciting, and I've never been to like the Grand Canyon or Zion or anything like that, so it was a fun little trip that took place. So that's kind of what you're seeing in the montage video, and I just wanted to talk about just the bags that I took on this really fun trip and kind of just my thoughts on that and everything. So I will maybe get started with like the least, well, I wouldn't say least interesting, because I feel like that's a little rude, but the one I use the least amount of, I would say, because graduation is in a stadium. Most places here in the US require a clear bag, so that is what I have to show you guys. I don't really have any like designer or like luxury clear bags, just because it's a clear bag. I never really wear them like ever at all. The only one that might be considered clear-ish would be like my green jelly tabby, which you guys have seen, but I don't think that would count. So this is like a true clear bag, and I have all the names pulled up for you guys. So this is the Vans freehand small tote backpack, and I actually have this backpack in a like corduroy print green. Well, it's not really print, it's real corduroy. I think I've done a video on it before. You guys could check out if you're interested somewhere. I have no idea where, but it's actually a really nice backpack. So this one is actually in the clear variety. So this is what I took actually into the stadium with all my stuff in it, and this one works out really well. It's kind of grungy and dingy because I've had it and used it for quite a while, and it just gets the job done, you know? I feel like I don't, that's not true. I feel like some places are very strict on the bag policy, so I'm a little bit more nervous, even though technically some of my bags are small enough. Sometimes I feel like, again, some people are just very strict, so if I'm a little bit worried about that, even though I know it's within the measurement, I will just take this guy instead, so then I don't have to worry about anything. But right here we have it. So it's just Vans, off the wall, a clear backpack. These are very nice. The ones where it's not clear or this plasticky material. It does have like a zipper up top, which is nice. But for this one, it's just a little button right there, and then you have a zipper pocket right here. I do like the kind of the checkered print, classic Vans kind of thing. This is a very comfortable backpack to wear. And then again, you can just carry it like this. Sometimes I do that as well. And then the top part is just a little snap closure piece right here. And you have a little tag down there that says Vans, the Vans. So overall, I've had this one for several years now, easily. Gosh, probably even been closer to like 4 years or something like that by now. And it's held up really strong. Again, I don't necessarily like use this on the daily kind of thing. But for a lot of the events or sporting events or events that require a clear bag, I grabbed this guy out, and it's worked out really well for me, and really have no complaints with this guy. I think I went to the mall randomly and saw it, and I was like, this is perfect for sporting events. I already had the green corduroy one. I knew I loved that one. So I was like, this would be perfect. So bought it on a whim. They're pretty affordable. Let me see if I can pull up a price for one. I'll just do like a standard. They're about, looks like $40 or something like that for just a regular one. So yeah, something to check out if you're just wanting a very simple, small backpack that you can toss around and can take a beating. Definitely recommend that one. Okay, the next one was, I ended up doing like the road trip down, and then I flew back. So I had like a suitcase and then a backpack. This is the backpack that I took. I wanted something, I didn't mind getting dirty. I didn't mind the Arizona dirt or sand or Utah dirt or sand. I didn't, something where if it got dirty, I wouldn't cry over it. It kind of would add to it, I guess you could say. So let me pull that one up for you. Let me see. Oh my gosh, my cats are driving me crazy. Because I've been gone, so they're trying to get all of that love and stuff that they feel neglected from. My goodness. Okay, anyways, I'll stop talking. So this is the backpack that I use. I'm not going to show you my suitcase. I just used my Lego suitcase. There's a video on that. You can check that out. Still love it. Still works for me. I would eventually like to get like a Toomey carry-on suitcase eventually, but as you guys are aware, they are not the cheapest thing in the world. So, eventually maybe I'll get one or something like that, but it's not like high on my list right now. Well, anyways, I'll stop yammering about, and I still have stuff in this one, so I might just pull random stuff out that I had on my trip. But anyways, so here we have it. It's this little backpack right here. I wanted something that wasn't like gigantic, also something that I didn't care if it got dirty, so I didn't take like my Coach Crosby backpack, which I have a video on that one as well. I didn't want to take that because I didn't want to get that one dirty. I wanted to get a backpack that I could do like a hike, if you will, and kind of other stuff like that, to where if it got dirty or messed up or whatever, it would be fine. So, and I actually got this bag for free. Gosh, when was that? 3 years ago? 4 years ago. I did a collab with this brand. I'm no longer affiliated with them, not because anything bad happened or anything like that. It's just, whatever. But I do actually really do enjoy this backpack. This is the Donut Organic Drawstring backpack. This was like a collab with Free People at the time. I don't know if that's still available on their website or anything like that. And I just had my little Jellycat Peanut that came with me along the ride. So here we have it. I just think any of the donut bags are so cute. I have another donut one that I want to show you guys, which I think I spent that one. Boom, what happened there? I spent on this other one I want to show you, not in this video but in another video, I actually did buy personally. It was not sent to me for free or anything like that, but yeah, another video. Sorry. Anyways, so I really do like this. It has a front pocket right here, which I will undo. So it's just little clasp right there, and it says a donut right there if you're not able to see, and their little logo up here. Here I have some gum, I have Band-Aids, I have my chapstick, and then like all their care cards kind of stuff right here that they all come with, which is really nice and cool. It is a Hong Kong based brand, so all their stuff is very like cutesy, I'd say. It kind of has like a really cute kind of element to it, which I think is kind of fun. So you have this handles, and then I really do like how you have this kind of clasp closure to kind of put the handles together. And then, as I said, this is a drawstring backpack, so you do have a drawstring right there. And this is a very thick kind of like canvas material, which is really nice. You have your little label right there, if you can see that. And then I have like toiletries kind of stuff. I have cologne, my face cream, which I think it's called Kapari, something like that. Absolutely love that brand, and I think it might be a Korean brand. I'm not 100% sure on that. Just a whole bunch of little deodorant, you know, all the fun toiletry kind of stuff. I just have it in the clear Ziploc bag, because I never know with airports. Some airports are like, take out your liquids, other airports are like, don't take anything out of your backpack, so you just never know. And I feel like every airport's different, and even sometimes they change their mind, so it's just, I always like to be on the side of like caution and all that jazz. And then I have sunglasses. These are just my very like Y2K Dior sunglasses. And then, if you know me, anytime I go to a new place, I love to go to, not that I'm like obsessed with Starbucks, because I could honestly go without. I'm not like, usually like if I'm home, I hardly ever really get Starbucks. It's only if I travel somewhere else, because the one thing about Seattle is they have so many coffee stands and so many like coffee like places to go to. So I have my favorite like local places I go to, and really the only time I might go is if I'm traveling or something like that. But one thing that I really do like about Starbucks is that they have their cups from the different places and stuff like that. So usually if I go to like a new city in like a different state or a different country or something, then I'll try to pick up one of their cups or mugs. So I got one from Arizona because I don't have one from there. So I have that in there. I have a toothbrush, some headphones, EpiPen, because I was doing a little bit of hiking and bees and death and, you know, all that fun stuff. So, okay, it's really a pretty big open space. So you have two pockets right here. They don't go all the way down. They're kind of like, they're pretty shallow, so you're not going to fit like a ton of stuff in there. And then you have these two kind of like, almost like water bottle pockets on either side, so your left and right side, which is nice because sometimes if my water bottle is thin enough, then I can just stick it in there. And they have like that elastic kind of expandable material, so you're able to, you know, fit a decent sized like water bottle inside. So they have that on the left and right, and then it's just one big open compartment. And then on the back, which I do really enjoy, like these straps right here. I think they're so fun and cute. Just like the little, kind of the little details of it, I think really make this bag. Just like the little fraying of the edges make it look a little bit more playful. And then I love just the print on the straps. And then it does come with like a back pocket, which is really deep. It goes across pretty much the whole entire backpack. So again, I got this for free. I'm not sponsored or anything like that anymore. This was like years ago, but I would still recommend this bag. I have zero connection with the company anymore, but I just have recently kind of gone through like a lot of my bags and stuff, and they kind of just has brought up like more memories and stuff like that, and they really do have some cute things, and they're pretty affordable too, so you're not like dropping a couple hundred on their stuff or anything like that. You can get a lot of their stuff for under $100. At least, I don't know about now with the whole, hey, Missy, with the whole tariff situation and this being a Hong Kong brand, I'm not sure as far as their prices go and all of that stuff. So anyways, that is the backpack that I took. And then I have one more bag to show you guys, and this was like my handbag that I took. I wanted something small, and I was gonna film a video on this bag, when it came out a while ago, but I just never did. Brandon, PDX, I believe. Sorry if I butchered your name, I apologize, but he has an amazing video on this bag, and you should definitely check it out. I watched it, I was like, this is actually going to be a lot better than my video. Let me see. Sorry. Yeah, so it's Brandon, aka BVPDX. He has a video on this bag. It's a great video, and there are going to be a little bit of similarities just because he has another bag that's kind of similar to this one, and I have like the same combo. One of them's a different, well anyways, you'll see. Just check out his video. I think I may try to link it in the description, but you guys have probably already seen it. So anyways, I'll stop rambling. But the one that I want to show you guys is the Coach Cassie 17. Sorry. And originally when I saw this one come out, I wasn't gagged by it. You could say I was kind of like indifferent to it, just because I've purchased the 19, the other size before, in like that Tiffany blue, which I wasn't obsessed with kind of how it fit or kind of the style of it, and then the one that I got was actually defective, so I just ended up returning it, and then just never ended up replacing it once I did return it and get my money back. But I saw this one, and then I saw this one in store, and I actually like the 17 so much better than the other one. I just think that it's the perfect on-the-go kind of bag, and I'm just obsessed with the size of it. I just think it's kind of like perfect for me, and yeah. So I will stop rambling and I'll show you. So here she is. She's really loud right now and jangly, which I will probably take off the charms, but the charms I got were from the places that I went. So I got this little really fun kind of boot, and from Arizona. I think I just got this at the airport, but I just thought that it was so cute, and I just kind of had to get it. So I got that, and then I really want to be like a charm kind of person, like a bag charm kind of person, but I can just never make it. I can never make it like look really cool like a lot of y'all can. So someday I'll get there. And then this is from Zion. It's just a little key, which I thought was really cute as well. Just something very simple. I won't remove this because it's a little bit harder to remove, but it's the classic banana that I have. And then you just have the Coach hang tag right there. So I will just talk about this bag real quick and just kind of why I love it so much. And yeah, I'll just start. So the very simple silhouette, which I do like with Coach. There's not a whole lot of branding necessarily on it. You do have kind of like your little C right there, but to me, it's not like the hero bag kind of C where it's big and in your face and kind of all that stuff. I feel like it's very simple, and I like that it has the turn lock element kind of implemented in it, which I think is really cool and nicely done. I also am obsessed with the little handle strap that it has right there. I have actually used the little handle thing on it all the time when I'm just going to grab it or pick it up, if it's in like my car seat or like my passenger seat in my car or anything like that. I don't have any kids, just my cats are my children. But anyways, just have to clarify that. But yeah, so I just really like that. I just like how it looks. And then on the back side, you do have this really nice pocket, which I just, sometimes if I'm in a rush, I can stuff my card case or receipts or cash or anything like that. I can just quickly stuff it in, and you can fit a surprisingly large amount. As far as the strap goes, it does come with like a chain kind of strap that's more used for like a shoulder. This is not the highest quality of like a Coach chain strap in general. It is a little cheap feeling to me, but that also means that it's a bit lighter as well, so it might be easier to carry. So it's kind of like weigh your pros and cons with that, but definitely if you're buying just a Coach chain, it's going to be a lot higher quality than this one. And even some of the other bags I've gotten from Coach that come with a chain, have been a better quality than this. This was kind of cheap, I will say. Not like cheap, if you know what I mean, but it's cheap for Coach. I will say that. But overall, even like the price of the bag, I think I got this one on sale. I know that for a fact. So I did not spend very much on this either. But as far as the strap goes, this is not the strap that it comes with, as you guys have probably already known. I am reusing straps because you can do that. Sometimes I get a little weird about that for whatever reason, but no, you can use different straps for different bags if you think they go together or you like one better than the other. This one just comes with a very thin leather strap in the same color red, and those straps aren't like my favorite thing in the world, especially if I know I'm going to be wearing it for a long time. I do actually really like these ones, especially if I know I'm just having it be a more casual bag in general. So I think I use this one from like my Kira, like my denim one. I just use that because I feel like the reds go well enough, and even like the bit of leather I think works well and everything with it as well. So I think overall it looks pretty cute, and you cannot really tell that it doesn't necessarily belong with this bag. So anyways, that's just kind of the strap I've been using for it, and kind of like swapping that one out, you could say. So just a turn lock, and then kind of like, I have my card case in here. Still using the Gucci one. I'm still very much so in love with it. But you have your 3 compartments right here, which are okay. I'm not like obsessed with the different compartments, but again, this is just kind of like a staple for the Cassie bag, so they still implemented it in this one as well. But I do like that the main compartment is actually a bigger and decent size, unlike the tabbies, just like the standard basic tabby, where they have the one like in the middle, so you can hardly fit like any stuff in those bags, no matter how big they are. It's honestly a nightmare. That's one thing I really do not like about the tabbies, is how like impractical they are. So the thing that I do like about this one is even though you do have like these different pockets, there's still a good sizable amount to where you can still fit a lot of stuff in it. So a lot of times I'll stick like my wallet in there, and then my bulkier stuff I can fit in the middle, and even like I could fit some stuff in the front one as well. So, and it is, I believe this is just like a microfiber, but it's still a very good quality microfiber, which I do really like and appreciate. And just the leather on this bag feels oh so nice, and it's one of my favorite like pebbled leathers by Coach. It's very soft, but yet it can still kind of take a beating more or less. And then you have your very nice edge coat all the way through. Just overall, all in all, just a really good solid bag if you're wanting something casual you can take out, something that can take a little bit of a beating, something where you're not wanting to bring your whole life with you, something where you can have it cross your body and kind of almost forget that it's there because it just fits so well. This bag is it. I think it is just a very simplistic, classic kind of style that it's very gender neutral as well. Sometimes I feel like with some bags it's like, not to say that you can't wear certain things, but you know what I mean with that, where it's just a very simple design, so it's very easy for everyone to wear regardless and have it like fit and not look a little off, if you know what I mean. I'm probably just digging myself in a hole, but I feel like this is a very gender neutral bag. And then just the bottom, there's no feet or anything, but you can definitely tell where those different compartments are right there. And then you just have like the leather trimming or piping along those guys right here. And then this is obviously in the silver, which is kind of my favorite. Sometimes I go back and forth between brass and silver, but for the most part I'm a silver kind of guy. So anyways, this is that bag right there, and kind of what I've been just wearing, and it just worked really well for my trip and everything. Oh, the other one, speaking of, you know, Brandon and all that stuff, he also has the, this is the soft tabby 17 or 18, I can't remember the exact number on that one, but his is really cool. His is the camo version of it, which is absolutely beautiful. If I ever find it, like if they ever do like a Coach Restored one or whatever on their website, I would definitely pick one up. Again, I've shown this a million times, I feel like. I've talked about it a lot. It's just one of my favorites. I would say it's very comparable to, again, the Cassie. You can check out his video. He does a really good comparison of the two, so I'm not gonna like go too crazy on it, but they are pretty comparable with each other. So if you don't necessarily love the tabby kind of style, but you kind of want the same size and vibe, definitely check out this one. If you wish this one had the tabby kind of style, you can check out this one. I feel like they're two pretty comparable kind of bags, and all that stuff, that have a slightly different kind of style to them, but are still pretty similar, very easy to wear, and just so on and so forth. So anyways, I just had to mention that, and then again, check out his video. He does a great job of just kind of talking about that and stuff. Oof. So I think that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I do have a couple video ideas which I'm very excited to film. One of them is obviously going to be the new Coach drops with the women, and then as well with the men, which I am just like mind blown. The new men's collection for their bags and stuff is absolutely stunning, and you probably have already seen videos or Reddit posts or any stuff like that on it, but what's another video, right? So I'm planning on doing that, and then I have a comparison bag video to show you guys, like a cheaper alternative to a bag, which I think is kind of fun. I don't think I've done that one before, so be on the lookout for that one too. Yeah, anyways, I hope you guys are all doing really well, and thank you for watching my videos. I've hit 500 subscribers, which is crazy, and I greatly appreciate all of that, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Ciao.